After finishing my meal at my sister's restaurant, I was about to leave when the manager called out, "Sir, you haven't paid your bill yet." I looked at the unfamiliar face, thinking he must be new and didn't recognize me. So I politely explained, "Just put it on your boss's tab. She knows about it." The male manager gave me a dismissive glance. "Sir, this is a 3 Michelin star restaurant. We never allow tabs." He finished speaking, then handed me a printed bill. I glanced down at it. A single meal, $500,000. Glow-up cutlery maintenance fee, $30,000. Exclusive air purification fee, $50,000. VIP emotional appeasement service fee, $100,000. And a bunch of other ridiculous charges. I had no idea my sister ran such a rip-off joint. I let out a sarcastic laugh. "I'm Adrian Hayes, Miss Hayes' brother. If there's an issue, she can come home and talk to me." But he wouldn't back down. "If you can't afford it, just say so. Don't try to piggyback on Miss Hayes' name. I've seen plenty of pretty boys trying to sponge off women." I texted my assistant, "Ask her to tell my sister, either fire this guy or I'm pulling all my investments. Sir, stop wasting everyone's time. Just pay." His tone was smug and cutting, as if he'd already labeled me a scoundrel trying to climb the ladder on a woman's coattails. Several curious glances were already turning my way. I frowned, not wanting to waste time on such a ridiculous matter. I pulled out my phone and dialed my sister's number directly, but all I got was a cold, busy signal. I tried again, same result. "It's a weekday, what's that girl up to?" I put down my phone and looked straight at the aggressive man, repeating each word clearly. "I'll say it again. My name is Adrian Hayes, and I am the biological brother of your boss, Serena Hayes. Her phone isn't answering right now. You can check her card. My photo and information are linked to it." I thought this was the most direct and effective way to solve the problem. But when the male manager heard my name instead of verifying it, he burst into a loud, exaggerated, and grating laugh. He laughed so hard he almost doubled over, drawing even more attention. Then he suddenly leaned in close, lowering his voice to a whisper only we could hear. "Still pretending? I've seen your face in Serena's photo album 1,000 times. You're that persistent creep who always tries to interfere with our lives. And now you have the nerve to show up at her restaurant and put your tab on her? Who do you think you are?" I froze for a second, then glanced at his name tag, Brendan Miller. An overwhelming sense of exasperation washed over me. Serena's boyfriend, the one she'd been so secretive about, the one she wouldn't even let me see a single photo of. It turned out to be this foolish, venomous man right in front of me. How could her taste be this bad? It dawned on me then, today's $500,000 exorbitant bill wasn't a misunderstanding at all. It was a premeditated humiliation. Before I could even speak, he completely lost his patience. "If this gentleman insists on dining and dashing, we'll have to restrain him until the police arrive." He waved his hand, and 2 burly security guards who had been standing nearby immediately stepped forward. They were 2 well-trained strongmen. 2 fists against 4 hands, my resistance was quickly subdued, and my arms were twisted tightly behind my back. I struggled violently but couldn't break free from their professional hold. They ignored my furious gaze and the frightened looks of the other guests, roughly dragging me towards the back kitchen. Then I was violently shoved into the storeroom in the back, reeking of disinfectant and stale, greasy slop. The door slammed shut, cutting off all light and sound from outside. In the dark, the male manager said nothing. He simply raised his leather-clad foot and kicked me hard in the stomach. The excruciating pain made me grunt instantly, my stomach churning. "That's for spending my woman's money. That's for meddling in her business," he yelled, his voice twisted by jealousy and rage. He looked down at me, then ordered the 2 burly men, "Beat him. Teach him a lesson." The 2 security guards were clearly his cronies. They didn't hesitate, a relentless flurry of punches and kicks raining down on me. I gritted my teeth, swallowing every cry of pain. My bones felt like they were being crushed inch by inch, my internal organs dislodged. His taunts continued. "Who do you think you are, huh? Just a good-for-nothing leeching off his sister. I told you I'm her brother. If you don't believe me, ask Serena. Call her now, I'll talk to her." I struggled to explain, but the man in front of me just ignored it. It wasn't until I started feeling dizzy that he raised a hand, signaling them to stop. He nudged my shoulder with the tip of his leather shoe, looking at me triumphantly. "You'd better settle the bill today and cough up another $500,000. That's the consequence of you interfering in my relationship with Serena and spending her money. I'm not afraid of trouble. Serena will handle any fallout for me." I was curled in a ball of pain, weakly trying to argue. "That's my own money. I told you if you don't believe me, go ask her." His face changed. He kicked me, and the 2 security guards immediately understood, their punches and kicks raining down on me again. I knew he wouldn't listen to anything I said. If this continued, I could be seriously hurt. After I coughed up a mouthful of blood, I used my last ounce of strength to grope for my phone on the floor. "Stop. I'll pay." He seemed satisfied with my submission, signaling the 2 security guards to stop. He squatted down and patted my swollen cheek. "See? Wouldn't it have been easier to just do that from the start? You chose the hard way. 2 million. Not a cent less." I lay sprawled on the cold floor, gasping for breath, my lungs burning. I ignored him and dialed my friend Leo Rodriguez's number. The phone was answered quickly. "Leo, bring 2 million to my sister's restaurant. I need it now." Leo on the other end paused, then said something was wrong. "Adrian, what's wrong, man? Your voice sounds..." "Don't ask. Just hurry." I cut him off and hung up. Brendan's eyes instantly lit up at the mention of 2 million. A greedy glint flashed in them. He probably thought I was beaten into submission, offering more